see we have some issues of this because there's water that actually is running underneath this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's coming all the way to the top. This is a huge top of the hill. Every house on this street has the same issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming from
Top of the hill going down.
way up there. Looks like quite a bit of water runs over here.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that maybe might want to be addressed too.
And this was this once connected, this side wall? Do you know? I mean, they have like the bars over there, but
It's leaning a little bit. But there's this movement down here.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did this house here. That was fucking a hard one too.
This one right here?
There's no footing.
Mm.
So this is something, yes, this might have moved. It doesn't look like it was. Well, it might have been attached because look at it, slid that way too.
Yeah.
You know, that's over 80 years too, you know. So what are they gonna, okay, so I have this for you.
Oh, appreciate it.
Give
Thank
me
you.
the- Is this? That's how this thing is, right?
Yep, that is correct.
I think since there's so much going on here, I'm going to give you like a cost estimate to what it's going to take to stabilize this thing because this isn't going to fix itself.
Right. And it'll just over time get.
So what I usually do if I do the job, I'll charge the $500.
Uh-huh.
If I do the job, I'll take it off.
Gotcha.
That way I'm just not writing proposals all day and not making any money doing anything.
Certainly.
Okay, so
Yeah, so I guess like foundation support said like smart jacks or something like that. And then they mentioned the back of the house on that
the
far
problem
left.
is with their system, one, they're from California, they're not a local company.
Uh-huh.
They're not familiar with what goes on. I got 30 years plus in this.
Nice.
Fucking this valley alone, I've probably done 100 houses. So
Wow.
you kind of know the soil. Their system just pushes down. It doesn't anchor to anything. It's a push pier.
Gotcha.
Where see how ours, I'm drilling, pushing down into the voids. This is what you're getting, and we're connecting this to the house up here. This
Gotcha.
is the
Just to
foundation.
stabilize it.
So I could drill through anything: rock, dirt, clay. You know, so this is a different technology. And he's about the same price as I am. But mine's long-term, you know, 'cause not to put them down, but I've looked at a few of their jobs they've done. It didn't fucking work. And the people are all, they're cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
You got the key to this?
I can call the agent. The agent has the keys to that. Let me see if he's here.
Just out of curiosity. I guess let's just walk up and
Oh, okay.
come back to the side.
Let me give him a text real quick.
See how this, no gutters, how this is?
Yeah.
It runs off, but then it's gouging down there. And then water gets underneath this, right? This is the perfect, and then it runs underneath.
It just keeps flowing down.
This wall's broken right there.
And then all of those like are
This is-
all
This
gone.
all needs to come out. How many units are in this place?
This is just one house, one unit. Yeah.
Okay, so see how this is here? this is dropped and it's coming over. The reason it's done that is it's broken right here. So see how this crack goes from top to bottom here on
Yes.
this wall? So this, when this gave, this followed it.
Gotcha.
But look we're 15 feet up in the air, 1 foot over.
Yeah.
I think I quite a bit of work here. Are they gonna try to negotiate or what?
So we got it at I think it was like $690.
Okay, that's reasonable for today's prices, right? Kind of like, where else do you get something
Yeah,
for $690?
for a single family home. And then I guess like on that back wall, the rock wall, it's already cracked. But Eric, do you guys also do gutters or?
No.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we'll get a gutter company.
Usually roofing companies have people they could refer.
Yeah. I guess like we were wondering why they did concrete over here if like water just comes down in ponds.
Well, they probably tried to seal it, but it's running in behind this wall.
And water's
Look,
going through.
This is a dam, so this has to soak through
Mhm.
and then run underneath the house.
Yeah, and there's like I guess like it's going through the underneath as well. So there's like a river underneath the house
This
when
all needs
it
to be
rains.
removed.
The backside.
Remove, do a swell here with the drain. Just look at all the yard water you got.
Yeah.
See, that's the back of the house, huh?
The whole family of chickens up there.
Right?
The whole family of chickens up there. Oh, sorry, let me get out of the way.
Yeah, let's go back. They need to get a landscaper in here. Maybe I get Healy my. All this rubble needs to be cleared out. This isn't doing anything. Remove that. What you need to do is get friends with those people and see if you use the driveway.
Just for like to clear out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need to redirect the water here because it's running down to the house. It should have been done years ago.
Gotcha.
Can you?
It's all hollow to you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He's about 2 minutes away.
Is it the agent?
Yeah, he's gonna open up the bottom for us in the house if you need.
This guy's got all kinds of problems too. I already looked what they claim. He didn't want it. Whose wall is this?
I believe it's their wall.
Their wall?
Yeah.
You really can't do anything. You gotta get friends with them. He
Yeah.
needs work. I've already looked at his house.
Gotcha. His backside also needs work.
think this is the neighbors, so we'll get it going with them.
What was that?
I think this is their wall.
Yeah.
It used to be way over there. So we can figure out a price on that. But I don't know if you guys know anything about it. So essentially, you need to pile every one of these because it makes it. What I target is the perimeter. Once the perimeter is solid, then it can't walk down the.
Would you guys also be, I guess, like leveling the house? Because I guess they had mentioned the back left corner was elevated.
If they want to do that, I suggest if they're going to do any kind of remodeling,
Do it at the same time.
yes, because things the pipes move around. But let's see how many we got. 1, 6, 7.
Okay, so that one's unlocked down.
This isn't very user friendly, is it?
So they mentioned when it does rain, there's like a flow of water coming through the middle
That's from the back there.
from the cracked walls.
All the water coming from the back.
Yeah, you just
And
get
then it builds up back here, yeah.
Yep. So you guys would be drilling down
Along the perimeter, there's 24 of them.
24.
And if they wanted to straighten it out, we'd have to take, we got a lifting anyways in here. We'll take a floor, looks like it's pretty level this way.
Mm-hmm.
That corner might be going down because it broke over there.
Yeah.
We might just end up breaking out part of that wall. Remember, we
Water
could, we
doesn't
could
flow
pour on
through.
the inside of it,
Gotcha.
dig down and Either that or the outside. You know, that may be the best is dig down along the outside and then get the drain in there at the same time.
Yeah.
We already got like $150,000 worth of work.
150.
And that's just targeting this in here and taking care of the water.
So like along the perimeter and the water.
So what we're doing, we're going catching the perimeter. Stairs, they're all pulling apart because of that wall here. And then along here, we got to dig out the back, remove this because that's water, remove this one. So we could redirect the water all over here
Gotcha. Along the sides.
and run down alongside the house instead of through the house.
Makes sense.
See all this? This is what's caused this. Like if they would have had gutters on there,
Would have been okay.
a lot less.
Yeah.
Gutters are probably the most cheapest things you'll ever put on your house for long term.
Yeah.
Because look at, and you're taking the hill water. But they just lived here. They never came down here and looked at it, or they didn't know how.
Yeah.
This might be a sewer line or something here.
It is. And it goes out that way.
Well, the problem is this is moving, and this is probably cast iron, so this could be broken and causing the water to run out there too. So a good idea is to have this scoped. Have a plumber scope all the, since this is one thing you do with a house that you're looking at like this with a lot of movement,
Gotcha.
have the sewer line scoped as well, because it could be broken. Then
Gotcha.
you're more, I had people move in and then the next week they get a full family in there and the toilet's not working.
Yeah.
So scope the lines because there's so much, and find out if it's cast iron. A lot of times the cast iron will move. And see how this is, the pipe's probably sitting right underneath this dropped this way, it might crush the pipe. You might only have a quarter flow there.
Yeah. So you said along the perimeter and the water should be already about 150.
I would say we're looking at around 125, 150.
Gotcha.
We want to always come in a little bit more so they got it in their budget if they can, especially if they're going to try to negotiate.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they got to weigh it out.
Yeah.
You're going to have some, right now this thing's, you got the house, but it's not secure.
Yeah.
If you secure it, and I always tell people, before you sell it, secure it.
Yeah.
Now you're in the 1 point.
Yeah.
But the way it is, they already know it.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's 690, right? So
Yeah.
they're aware of this.
Yeah.
They just want to walk away and take their money.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a desirable neighborhood too.
Absolutely. School right there.
Uh,
Okay, let's go
should be
upstairs.
open. Yeah. You might not want to hang on to that.
Grab that. Is this original flooring or piping?
That, I believe it was changed a while ago, but newer carpet and
Looks like that corner's dropped. That's where that. So is this 2 units then, or?
one
Two
unit.
accesses. Oh, this is a side door.
Side door.
Just
That's
like
the side door, yeah.
Yeah, so it's one main level.
You can see this whole side's dropped over here.
Yeah.
So you might get away with this lifting the outside and then adjusting the middle.
Gotcha.
But there's no real cracks. There's one right over there. So it hasn't dropped dramatically because otherwise you have cracks in your. And the thing
Sides.
about the single wall, they come up, you start messing with this too much and it's already moving. You can see that it's cracked. Okay, let's look in the bathroom. So the bathrooms on the exteriors, if they're moving,
The
the problem
walls.
is you shower every day, and if this grout moves and cracks, the water's running behind there and termites.
Yeah. They had termites. I think they tented though.
Must have been a short Japanese person, yeah.
It's really low. Yeah, they said this corner was I guess, the highest
You can
point.
see highest?
Or the lowest point, and then
Right.
that corner is the
I
highest
was gonna
point.
see it.
Yeah.
You kind of just gotta go happy medium.
Hmm.
You know, it's better than what it was, but you don't wanna do so much that you're pulling the pipes apart.
Yeah.
You know, so when you do this stuff, the doors need to be readjusted. The, plumbing might have to be addressed. But most of this is all below
All below.
the foundation,
Gotcha.
the exterior. And there might be a few in here that we have to shim. See how many of those there are.
Gotcha.
Okay.
How would you rate this in terms of the previous work that you have done?
On a
not-
scale from 1 to 10,
Yeah.
10 being the worst, this thing's about a 7
Six,
and a half,
seven.
8. It's not gonna spin here a long time. It's not immediately gonna fall down,
Hmm.
but there's things it's not gonna fix itself.
Yeah.
You know, and you got a lot of water. There's big drains underneath here already.
Hmm.
So it only deteriorates faster because it already has channels under there.
Yeah. So it's better to do the work now. And
Yes, it's
Yeah.
longevity on the house, unless you want to tear it down and build a new house and spend
Yeah.
$2 million.
that'd be horrible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to build here,
It's
oh
good.
my God, you'd be $1,000 a foot just because of the access, yeah?
Yeah.
So you already have the structure. You can see how much this post is leaning out. We gotta fix the wall though before we straighten any of the posts. Okay, I think I've seen enough.
Alrighty. Your ballpark 150.
I would say with all the stuff that needs to be done here and this, you can take a picture of that if you want. This is how it is.
There you go. Thank you.
Essentially, these are where every supported posts are.
Hmm.
And instead of doing a continuous footing, we just drill on each one of these in that house. So the span, we know we got voids, so drilling each individual, making a spot footing and keeping this in place, and then it can't move anymore.
Gotcha. What would you say the time frame is for if you guys
Something
started
like this would be like 6-week job.
6 weeks? Gotcha.
And then getting here would probably be December sometime.
Gotcha. So December start time.
Sometime like that.
Okay. Sounds good. I will relay this to the buyers and then.
Okay, so do you want to do you want
Yeah, I
me to
have
write
that.
up a bid too, or what?
I gotta check with them.
Check with them, because they
But-
could say, we pretty much I have all the information. They kind of know a ballpark thing, they could muster that around, and then they could talk to the owners or whatever and see if they're negotiable, and then
Yeah.
they gotta decide whether they want to walk away or
That
proceed forward.
is true. What is your Venmo? I can Venmo you right now.
Okay,
actually.
it's Eric Lavora,
Eric. No space or a space? Eric.
Eric, E-R-I-C,
Mm-hmm.
and my last name's Lavora, L-E-V-O-R-A.
O-R.
And my number is 808,
This one.
is that 330-9002?
That's you, yeah?
Yeah. Looks like my wife's in there.
Pay. And you said how much was it?
500.
500 and then 10th Ave. Pay. Okay. Last four of your number?
9002.
9002. Confirm. Cool.
Okay, we're
Sounds
Thank
good. I
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
All right, so I think that kind of gives you an idea.
Appreciate you, sir.
This is kind of a little bit more than what Jeremy's able to provide you. And the other guys, they're just salesmen. They're not
Yeah.
builders. So
Gotcha.
I kind of know what has to be done. I always look at it as cost sensitive approach.
Is that 150 inclusive with the structural engineer issuing the permits and
No,
stuff?
this is how I'd look at that.
Okay.
Permit's going to take you over a year.
Yeah.
They're going to come out here and do a soils report. Tell us we have clay soil.
Uh-huh.
It's going to cost you about $7,000. They'll come up with an idea, pretty much just like what I drew on there, that we need supports here.
Right.
Then you take it to a structural engineer,
And he'll.
and he draw the geos report, and then the structural will look at that. And he'll come in the piles and he'll make connections. Now you're at about $12,000. But now you have a set of drawings you can work off that everybody can bid.
Right.
Then we know exactly what everybody's doing.
Right.
You know, because somebody else might come in here and say, "Oh, you're only 40,000,"
Right.
but they're only going to fix
XYZ.
5 of these.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the whole thing. This is the best
Gotcha.
case scenario. Right?
Gotcha.
This is the ultimate fix,
Right.
which you kind of want to do and not ever have to address this again.
Right.
So you're looking at about $10,000 to $12,000 for that. The permit fee is not that expensive, probably $1,500.
Do you have your guys, structural engineers that you work with?
JPB Engineering, Ronald Cabuso.
Gotcha.
And he can come in. That's kind of where you have to start if you're going to do the process.
Gotcha.
Now, if something should ever go to court, these are the procedures you need to apply so you have backup.
Gotcha.
The geotech's supposed to analyze the soil. The structure's supposed to say, what do we need to fix it? I'm supposed to go off of what he says. A lot of times they don't know how to do this stuff like I do. This is
Right.
what I do.
Gotcha.
So their perspective and mine are sometimes completely different.
Gotcha.
They'll come in here and fix 3 in the middle, and then the outsides are already dropped because they did a survey. But then over time, you just fix those in the middle, and the outsides go like this.
Yeah.
And it's happened to me more than once.
Yeah.
And I said, no, you got to do the perimeter. No, I don't think we need to do that. So that's where it's like kind of like
Yeah.
they're the boss, but they don't see what I see.
Gotcha.
Because I've been doing this a lot longer than they have, and I know how to fix it. I've done hundreds of these. So my way of doing things are, here again, easy for me to keep the price down, but gives you a good product at the end.
Right. Gotcha. So, you know how like you mentioned it's like a year. So they mentioned something like you could start the work already and then close the
Only
permit.
if it's an emergency.
Gotcha.
And then if it's an emergency, say in the house, I'm worried about the house moving more, and then we contact the engineer or the building inspector in this area, and he'll give us a variance that we could start.
Gotcha. Okay. Would you consider this as a
There's time, yes, I would say that this thing,
emergency fix?
well, it's not gonna, there's a lot of, I think it's worth it to lift this thing up because I'm hooking it from the foundation anyway. Like that corner, you can see how that's all, this corner can come up 2 inches.
Right.
So I think while we're here, it only makes sense to try to straighten this stuff. And then we're already making a new footing here, and then it's already up.
Right.
That's where all the work is lifting, tearing out the old, drilling.
And drilling the
pouring.
new. Gotcha.
And that number that's not addressing any of the landscaping shit in the back.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of.
You guys do that as well, or you
I
prefer
got a guy
getting
that can do
lands-
that.
Oh,
Could give
okay.
you a bid on that.
Gotcha. Taking out the rubble.
But they might have, cleaning this up. How nice do you want to make them? What's your lifestyle?
Right.
It's your house. Are these first-time buyers or anything? Or what?
No, they live on Kauai.
Oh, they do? This
Yeah.
is a second home for them?
Second home, yeah.
Well, if they fix it, it'll be worth a lot more than what they bought it for.
Oh, for
Except
sure.
the money that they put out.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let them know, and then we'll be in touch.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Yeah. You have a good day.
You too, Eric.